Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the fourth round of the FA Cup here at Vicarage Road. And there's a little bit of history between these two, of course. If you take it back 21 years, when Saints had to get past Watford in the semi-final to make it to the 2003 Cup final. Alcaraz tries to thread it through for Mara, just rushed the pass, and it was intercepted. And now Watford will try and break themselves. And they come flooding forward with Georgi Chakvadze, the Georgian. Then there's a little trip, is there? The referee this afternoon, Michael Salisbury, says yes. Is he going to get his card out? He is. Mason Holgate goes into the book within 4 minutes of the start here. Mason Holgate, who's of course short of game time. His only appearance since the West Brom win in November before the international break is in the third round. It's the only time he's got on the pitch since then for Saints. The ball is very dangerously situated 2 yards from the corner of the left-hand side of the penalty area for Watford. Chakvadadze's over it and Martins, and the Brazilian strikes it low and in, beats Lumley at his near post, and Mateus Martins sends the Watford fans into raptures here early on in the FA Cup. We haven't even had 5 minutes. Jack Stevens complains to the referee. But to be fair to Martins, he went for it, he hit it low, and Lumley may well be disappointed not to have got down to his right by that near post and parry it. It's a good strike from the young Brazilian, and it's Watford fans now making the noise. Bria nicks it off him, the young Colombian, no problem there. And here's Ismail Kone. He's drifted past two players like they weren't there. Rothwell and Dibbling taken out the game without a challenge in sight. And there's the Baku, and he's got it past Lumley, pulls it back towards Martins, it goes over him. Chakvadadze has it. Lumley's back in his goal. The Georgian shoots, it's blocked, and Saints get away with that. Oh my goodness me. There was all sorts of mistakes there from Southampton. Invisible challenges. Lumley rushing out of his area, not getting there before Baku, or Bayo, I should say. And boy, we're lucky it's 1-0, Joe Tessam.
And so many things to comment on. Holgate's kind of one-on-one drive there was not on at all, and he missed the ball and no one got back to help him.
Well, 2-0 looks closer than 1-1 as Espria tries to shoot, and that is Harwood Bellis again with a fantastic tackle to keep it, frankly, at 1-0, because from the distance out, if Espria middles that when he hits it, Lumley's not going to have a chance from 4 yards, and Harwood Bellis timed that magnificently. Dibbling's walking back into the penalty area with his hands on his hips. We're about to enter stoppage time at the end of this first half. Jordan will go through all the latest scores for you in the sports news, and maybe some details what happened yesterday on BBC Radio Solent as we enter 2 minutes of stoppage time, and of course that remarkable win for England's cricketers in India as Watford come forward. Brilliant play from Kone, out to Andrews, early cross, and then there's hesitation. Harwood Bellis slips and it goes wide from Bayo's shot, and Saints survive a scare in stoppage time at the end of the first half, and that might be the let-off they need, because Russell Martin could now well get in at 1-0 and will be doing his best to turn this around.
Good pass from Ismail Kone, and Watford player pops up and takes it and shoots, and that could have been 2-0.
Now Harwood Bellis in the centre, so looking for runs, looking for something. Got Mara over the top, his touch is brilliant to keep it in, and he tries to flick it over the defender, and Backman does well, but there was a little bit of magic from Sekou Mara, which has lifted his spirits, I'm sure. The first touch to keep it in play and get it out of the sky was good, and the second one, flicking it over the defender, was impudent, but unfortunately in the end not good enough to stop Backman getting it. Smallbone out to his left to the far side. Magoma has it 15 yards inside the Watford half, gets it back off Will Smallbone, then he plays it outside to Fraser, who's tackled off the ball, and that's good play as well. And now charging forward is young Ryan Andrews, and the fullback's got two to his left. Semmer is the intended target, chests it down near the edge of the penalty area. Ken Semmer wants to line it up, gets a narrow angle, shoots, blocked by Harwood Bellis, corner Watford. Now this game's going to really start opening up in the last 20 minutes. The Saints have to take a risk.
I think Fraser is a little bit kind of nonchalant on the side. Has the ball and has it under control, and then tries to go past the fullback who nicks the ball off him, and then the counter-attack is on, and again Harwood Bellis steps up and stops it from being a shot on target.
Hoot makes a nuisance of himself. Sierralta's up there, Semmer's outswinger, he's headed away, then it deflects back into the penalty area off Magoma, and it hits the post as the shot is deflected, I think from Martins again, from outside the box, and it sort of bounced up and weirdly ended up hitting the post. No one really saw that coming. And Saints get a lifeline again. Watford have kept them in this tie with a couple of opportunities they haven't taken themselves. Liverpool only 2-1 up against Norwich, by the way. And down the left wing, scampering, goes Stuart Armstrong, and he pulls it back into the penalty area. Alcaraz somehow got a touch. Amo back to Holgate, who smashes one, and Bachmann has to parry it away spectacularly. Well, you wouldn't have had Holgate down as a goal hero, but he absolutely leathered that. And it was rising like Graham Souness and his pomp, and Bachmann had to push it away to his right. Chance for Saints, great chance. Can they up the ante again? Watford 1, Saints 0. The goal way back in the 5th minute from Mateus Martins. Watford, of course, have had famous FA Cup moments. They'd rather not remember the 6-0 final defeat to Man City, as Stevens plays a good ball to Mara, and Mara pings it into the penalty area. Parried by the keeper, back out to the edge of the box. Shot curled, and Stuart Armstrong's done it! Southampton had rescued the afternoon at the death, and the Scotsman goes to celebrate with the 4,000 Saints fans, and the Saints players are back in the FA Cup. Good work down the right, firstly from Jack Stevens, and then Mara pinged it in, the goalkeeper parried it, and when it came back out to Stuart Armstrong, there was still a lot to do, but he's placed that, like Martin's free kick in the first half, inside the near post of the goalkeeper at the same end, and we have a game on, and maybe a replay. Watford 1, Saints 1.
Stuart Armstrong, what a brilliant finish, and what a play. He goes like he's going to go forward with the ball in one step and stops and turns inside, takes his time, sets himself, puts it in the near corner. Keeper has no chance at him, and what a good goal that is.
5 minutes to go of stoppage time, plus any more added on by the referee, Michael Salisbury. Samo Amayor, right wing, cuts inside onto his left foot. He curls it, and I tell you what, it wasn't bad. It never looked like scoring, but if he'd have just set it a couple of inches to his right more, it might have ended up pinging that
was
far
close.
post.
That would have gone in. I don't think the keeper would have had that at him. If we ended like we started, it wouldn't be good. We're not finished yet.
I'll go home on it with a good feeling, Joe. If we're still in the cup and I have something to eat.
Yeah, you haven't eaten all day, have you?
All day, no. 97 minutes coming. I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock last night, but we're working on it. And there is the final whistle, and Southampton are still in the FA Cup, courtesy of an 89th minute equaliser from Stuart Armstrong.